Mr. Roy, is that correct?
Yeah, you can call me Justin.
Okay, Justin, can I get your date of birth?
It's 5/15/92.
Okay, perfect. Well, my name's Chris Ryan. I'm a student physical therapist, and basically why I'm here today is I'm just gonna collect some initial information from you. We're gonna develop, hopefully develop a strategy that's gonna get you feeling better sooner rather than later.
Okay.
So today, pretty much, I'm just gonna run through a series of questions. How you answer these questions are gonna help me develop that plan. Okay.
All right.
So
Fire away.
just let me know if you're not comfortable answering any of these questions, but try to do the best of your ability to help me out. Okay.
Sure.
All right, so I see that you actually had surgery yesterday to amputate your right lower leg following your accident. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. I know it hasn't been very long since your surgery, but at this point right now, what's your primary concern?
Right now, mostly just pain, I guess. Trying to manage the pain.
Okay.
It's pretty painful right now, so just trying to get that out of the way before
Okay.
I move on with anything else.
Understandable. Where is that pain located?
Right at the site of the amputation, I guess.
Okay, so
below
right
my
above
knee.
where the head
Yeah, right
okay.
above the amputation, right below my knee here.
Okay, perfect. Now on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being no pain at all, 10 being worst pain imaginable, I have to rush you to the hospital right now. Currently, as I'm asking this question, where is your pain level?
Maybe a 6.
Okay. What about just laying in bed, just resting?
About the same.
About the same, 6. Okay. And if you've had any experience moving yet, where would you say the pain would be as you move?
It's pretty much the same. It's not so much the movement itself that makes it worse. It's the pressure. If I put any
Okay.
pressure on it, it makes it worse. Maybe like a 7.
Okay. Okay, so pressure making worse. Now, when that pressure makes it worse, or just anything making it worse, what do you do to make that pain go away, or to improve that pain, make yourself feel better?
Get the pressure off first of all, obviously.
Right.
And I'd pretty much just try to rest. If the pain persists, I'll take some pain medication.
Okay. Good. Now I know you haven't been able to do a whole lot yet, seeing that you just got out of surgery, but what type of activities that you have done so far, what are you having difficulty with those, and what activities are you having difficulty with?
Biggest thing, I guess, right now would be like transfers, trying to get from the bed to the wheelchair, wheelchair to the toilet,
Okay.
etc.
Okay, so you have transferred then to use the restroom and just to kind of get to the bathroom, correct? Now have you tried showering or bathing?
No, not yet. The nurses said after this evaluation that we're doing that, we're going to work on that stuff, but just sponge baths so far.
Okay, great, step by step. I'll make sure to include that in our program too, because we definitely want to get you back to, being able to bathe yourself and shower.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
so as far as sleeping, how did you sleep last night? I know the surgery was yesterday. Did you sleep okay? How was that?
Yeah, I guess it was fine. I woke up from the surgery and was in a lot of pain, probably like an 8 if we're talking about that scale. But once I got to sleep, it was fine. I slept through the night, didn't wake up or anything. So.
Okay, good. And did you take pain meds before you went to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now I know you were in a motor vehicle accident. Traumatic experience. I can understand if you don't want to get into too much detail, but if it's okay with you, could you briefly tell me, how that happened, how this occurred, and any small detail you can give me would be very helpful. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so just a normal day. My brother and I are going to grab lunch. I wanted to get Chipotle, which I hate Chipotle, but if we would have just gone to Qdoba like I suggested, probably wouldn't be in this situation, but I digress. So I just drive a little Beetle, and I'm going through an intersection, and a semi-truck is coming through the intersection through a red light and hit me right on the driver's side and crushed my leg. Honestly, as much as this sucks to be here, I'm really just happy that my brother's all right and I'm alive, so I'm lucky to be alive. So.
Yeah, and we're happy to, under the circumstances, we're happy that you made it, and we're going to try everything we can to, make your life, have you improve your, your pain and
Right.
hopefully being able to manage it a little bit better.
I appreciate
Okay.
that.
Okay. All right, perfect. Now, As far as when you say you have pain, just resting in bed or just sitting there, just or in general, how have you been doing anything to manage that pain? Does your nurse help you with pain? Do you take pain meds? Do you do anything special?
Yeah, so I'm taking pain meds right now.
Right.
I'm on Demerol.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called.
Yep.
It helps a little bit. It's not the best thing. I think it's kind of helps the pain mildly. Also, I forgot to mention this last night before I went to bed. They gave me a hot pack to put on the amputation site, and that was helpful.
That did help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, you said you're taking Demerol.
Yes.
Is your doctor telling you to take that, or
Yeah.
would you take it if your doctor wasn't making you take it?
Like I said, I think the benefits of the Demerol so far have been minimal,
Okay.
or negligible, I guess.
Okay.
I've been talking to the nurses about trying to get something stronger.
Okay. Well, then, if you are able to get something stronger, make sure you let me know. Keep me
Okay.
updated on that, because
Okay.
that can definitely affect our therapy here.
Okay.
All right. So have you ever had any, prior to this incident, have you ever had any other medical interventions? So as far as surgeries, prior physical therapy?
No.
No?
No, nothing. I've been, I guess you could say, a stereotypical healthy kid,
Okay. So you would classify yourself as pretty healthy, active?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
before
yeah.
this? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, perfect. And it looks like you had an X-ray done prior to the surgery. Okay. Do you remember having any other tests done for this, or?
Oh, man.
I know it was
everything is such a blur after the accident, getting to the hospital and leading up to the surgery. I honestly couldn't tell you.
I will definitely check with your doctor, and
Okay.
we'll figure that out. Okay, your past medical history. Is there anything significant that you can think of, as far as any diseases that you have or currently have, any conditions?
Nothing.
I know you said you were healthy, so is there
Yeah,
anything?
nothing too major. I have fasting hypoglycemia.
Okay.
I don't know if that's significant or not, but other than that, like I said, I'm pretty healthy. Nothing me
Okay.
personally.
And do you find that you manage that hypoglycemia pretty well?
Yeah.
Okay, it's usually not a
throughout
problem.
The day, it's not an issue. Yeah.
Okay,
So I
well,
make sure I
You
keep
make sure.
food in my system.
Okay, make sure to let me know if anytime during our therapy if you need, if you need something to eat or anything like that. You let me know. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Any hearing or vision impairments?
No, sir.
Perfect.
I wear contacts. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So you do wear contacts,
Yeah.
but those are you've been
Yeah,
wearing those for a
to the
while.
call- Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Now your family history. Can you tell me anything about that? As far as any issues with your mom or your dad's side of the family?
Yeah, I mean, nothing really on my mom's side. I would
Okay.
say my mom's side of my family is pretty healthy, generally speaking. My dad's side, there's a history of testicular cancer.
Okay.
That's about it. My grandpa on my dad's side is diabetic, but
Okay.
none of that
So-
stuff I've seemed to avoid that so far. So.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. So your living situation, do you live alone? Do you have a family that you live with? Are you married?
No.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Not married.
You're not married?
No kids, nothing like that.
Okay.
Live with my dad
Okay.
at home in a house.
Okay. Now, that house, is it one level, 2 levels, just have stairs? 'Cause obviously, this might pose an issue, so I kind of want.
Right. It's a ranch, so we have
Okay.
we have a basement. I don't really have any use for the basement, so,
So
one
you're-
level for all intents and purposes,
Okay, perfect. Alrighty. Now, as far as your education, have you received your high school diploma? Do you have a college degree?
Yeah, I am a graduate student at Oakland in the PT program there.
Okay.
So.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Do you work? Yeah, I know you say you go to school, but do you work, or are you a full-time student?
Full-time student, and I've been working at a PT clinic as a tech I don't know how much longer I'll be able to do that, but we'll see. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I work as a tech also.
Okay, would want, maybe, later on the line, is that something you'd still like to continue and maybe get back to working, or see if there's any way you can still modify?
We'll see. I guess we'll see
Okay.
how it goes. If I can, adjust to life with maybe a prosthetic or whatever. I don't know what the plan is right now, but
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, if it's doable, I don't see why
Yeah,
not.
based on how you progress, and I think that you will be able to progress fairly well.
Good.
Yeah, that's definitely a prosthetic device is an option down the line, so
Good.
we'll talk about that in the future for sure. Now, do you have a history of smoking, alcohol, or drugs? Obviously, anything you tell me is gonna be confidential, but,
No smoking.
Okay.
Drink a few drinks a week.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. Just go out with friends and have a few beers now and then. So.
definitely, okay. What about drugs?
No.
No, okay, good. And I know you said you lived in a ranch.
Yes.
Okay. So you're not accessing the basement at all, I know all that. Now,
Right.
what about the flooring? Because with you, in a wheelchair or anything, like, we want to make sure that, it's something you're capable of accessing. Now, do you have wood, do you have carpet?
Yeah, it's like half of each, I guess. The whole
Okay.
kitchen area is all, hardwood. Living room and bedrooms are carpet, but it's doable with a wheelchair. I don't think that'll be an issue.
Okay, good, we'll keep that in mind as we get closer to discharge, okay?
Good.
All right, and obviously, transportation, how were you getting around before, and do you think this is gonna, impact that greatly, or do you think you have options as far as?
Yeah, it's funny you ask. I've been driving a stick shift,
Okay.
the Beetle,
Yep.
that no longer exists. So I don't really have any personal transportation right now, but I guess I'll be hitching rides from people.
Right, you said you live with your dad though, correct?
Yeah.
Does
yeah.
he work?
He does.
Okay,
yeah,
so
but-
you'd have to kind of go out and try to find rides then, like he's
Yeah,
probably working.
my brother is driving age 2, so
Okay.
if he's around,
That's a great option.
Yeah, he's got a job too and everything, but if he's around, he can help out. So
Okay. Now, I know you were healthy. We're almost to the end here. I know you said you were healthy and pretty active before. Have you ever used an assistive device before? Have you ever been in a wheelchair other than now?
No.
No.
Never used a wheelchair.
Okay. What about crutches? Any aids at all?
I broke my ankle before, so I was on crutches for just 4 to 6 weeks, but
Okay.
never a wheelchair.
Okay. Well, we'll make sure that'll be one of our main focuses to get you moving that wheelchair so you can actually get around independently, as
Okay.
independent as we can. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. So I know you talked about we've mentioned throughout a couple of the goals. I know you want to get home, but it is going to be. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be a long process. Okay, but we're going to take it one step at a time. I'm going to do my best to help you out through this. Okay.
Right.
So that's one goal, is to get you home as soon as possible. Another goal we mentioned is to get you using that wheelchair.
Yeah.
What from you? What about anything else that you really want to focus in on?
Goals-wise, I would say, just adjusting to life with one leg. I want to be able to do, normal daily activities like,
I understand that.
yeah, you know what I mean. Take a shower and just
Yep.
get around the house, and you mentioned the prosthetics. If that becomes an option, I'd love to learn how to, walk around with a prosthetic.
Right.
So.
Absolutely, that's a perfect way to transition. Unless you have any other questions or concerns or anything.
No, sir.
Okay. Well, as you mentioned, prosthetics. That's definitely it's an option out there. But as we next step is going to be do an examination and kind of check and measure everything that you're able to do, things that we might need to work on,
Okay.
and that'll kind of give us some better information whether a prosthetic might be right at this point or not.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you.
Got it.